case 4. And all you have to write after that is 3 sides. Case 4 is given 3 sides. Okay, watch, let's see here. All right, let's do this, everybody. In your notebook for today, this one I starred, write that down. Now watch what we're going to do here. See the law of cosines, the third one? Write that down in your notebook. This is case 4. All right, let's see if you can follow this. Remember what I said about the test. The formulas, I will give you the formulas. You'll have them. You do not have to memorize the formulas. If I give you the 3 sides, and I'll get to example 1 in a minute. See it there? If I give you 3 sides, you don't have any angles. So obviously the whole key is to find the 3 angles. Here. Let's do this. Write down example 1. Go ahead. Write that down. Let's do it this way. I'll do this all at the same time. Write down example 1. A, B, and C. Find the largest angle using law of cosines. Okay, now I'm gonna put this all written out for you like this, so you do the same. There. There's the first thing you do. So obviously, what angle am I going to find? Look at the 3 sides. That should be obvious. Which angle am I going to find first? Nick, angle C. Remember, whatever the longest side is, that's got to be the biggest angle. Right? We're going to find the largest angle first. Now, did you write this down? We're going to find angle C first. Okay, now follow me here. Let's see here. What if I said to you, I want you to solve this equation, and I want you to get the cosine of C by itself on one side. Okay, now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take this C squared, I'm going to throw it on that side. If I do that, it's going to become negative C squared, right? Now you see this minus 2AB cosine of C? If I take, that would be considered to be one term. If I take that whole thing and put it on the left-hand side, it will become what? I'm just going to move it. Positive. Now, write this in your notebook. This is going to come to the left. 2AB cosine of angle C. Now watch what I'm doing here. Taking this, I brought it over here. I'm going to take this C squared and throw it over there. Now the A squared and the B squared is still there. Look, A squared plus B squared. Now what's going to come after that? This, fire to the other side. Ethan.
Minus C squared.
Now, what if I said I want to just get the cosine of angle C? What would I do to both sides? How would I get rid of the 2AB? I would simply do what to both sides? This is normal equation operations. If I want to get this, just this, what would I do to both sides to the 2AB? Howard?
You would divide.
Right. So if I divide both sides by 2AB, look. You all see how I got to that? This is an alternate form of this. This is what you're going to want to use when you do a case 4 problem. Now, you see what I just did there? I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to show all the work to this one and this one. Because what if angle B was the largest angle? You'd want to use this first. If angle A was the largest angle, you'd want to use this first. Okay, now in your notebook, do it just like this. If you were looking for cosine of angle A, this would be B squared plus C squared. I'm just going to give it to you. Minus A squared over 2BC. Now look how similar these look. Now mark these down. Mark these down. If I was looking for angle B first, this would be A squared plus C squared minus B squared over 2AC. Now look at those three forms. Those are alternate forms of these three. Now, when do you want to use the alternate forms? Case 4, which is what I'm about to show you. So, what's the first thing I'm going to do over there now in the problem? I'm going to take everything and put it into what? It's on the board. Just tell me where I'm going. I'm going to take all my values and put them into what form? It's on the board. Tell me which one. I mean, I just did it up there. Max. Which one of these? Which angle we got to find first?
C.
Okay, so we're going to use this one. We're going to use this one right here. Now, in your notebook, you're going to write the cosine of capital C equals. Now, look, I'm going to tell you what you have to show me. Then your calculator is going to do a lot of stuff. Do you see what's on the right-hand side? What's the only thing over there on all these? Those are all the sides. All the sides coming from alternate forms of this. So we got 9.47 squared. Now write this down the way I'm doing it. This is what I have to see. Plus 15.9 squared minus 21.1 squared over 2 times A times B. Now fellas, listen to me. Now get your calculator out. There's certain numbers I have to see when you do this kind of a problem. I'm going to draw a fraction bar here. Now, here's what I want you all to do with your calculator. Just punch in everything that's in the numerator. 9.47 squared plus 15.9 squared and hit equals. Minus 21.1 squared, then hit equals. I want you all to do that right now. You got to come up with this number. And I want somebody to give me what's in your display. This is just the numerator, everyone. When you punch in all the stuff that's on the top, tell me what it says in the numerator. Make sure you're all doing this, because you got to come up with the right numbers. Ethan.
Negative 102.78. Or do you want all the decimals?
Give me everything you got there.
Negative 102.7191.
Now, I can't go any farther. Everyone, you have to make sure you're getting that. That's for the numerator. Okay? Tell me what the number's going to be on the bottom. Now clear that out and just multiply the three things on the bottom and tell me what it says in the display. David.
311.46.
Let's see how smart you guys are here. I want you to plug in the values like this, and I want to see those two decimals. Now, come down here. Now I want you to take this and divide it by that. Go ahead. It's going to be a negative number, isn't it? You all see it's going to be a negative number. Negative. Now, just for purposes, now, listen, don't wipe out what's in your display, but just give me the 4-digit decimal. I mean, keep all the numbers in your display, but give me the 4-digit decimal for this. Negative what? Are you doing this? You got to make sure some of you got to know what's going on with your calculators. What's this divided by this? Give me the 4-digit decimal. Rob.
Negative 0.3411.
Now, I want you to look what I'm doing here. Because some of you don't show me enough. And then I take points off. And you go, why'd you take points off? Well, you didn't show me the numbers I needed to see. First, you plug them in. I want to see. I hope I'm making myself clear. I want to see both of these. And this. Now, keep that long decimal in your calculator. Now, let's see how smart you are here. What kind of an angle is C going to be? Now, let's see if all the trig that you've been doing all year, you know, the basic trig. This says the cosine of angle C equals something negative. What kind of an angle is C going to be? Well, go ahead and hit your inverse cosine key now. You already got the decimal in your display. So go ahead, inverse cosine key. What'd it say? What's it say? This is angle C. Round it to the nearest tenth. Joe.
9.9.
109.9. Why? Why was that an obtuse angle? Oh, guys, come on. This is basic trig. Look. This says the cosine of some angle equals something negative. Why did that have to be bigger than 90? Oh, man, shame on you. This is basic trig. Why did that angle have to be big? Now, the calculator knew that, even though a lot of you didn't know it. Adam.
Because the cosine can't be positive in quadrant.
In quadrant 2, quadrant 2 cosine's negative, so doesn't it have to be between 90 and 180? And the calculator gave you that, thank God. It gave it to you, because it was negative. What's the only thing left to do? Now that you got angle C, what's the only thing left to do? What's left? This is case 4. You just found the largest angle. What's the only thing left to do? Ethan.
Idea of proportion.
Exactly. Now it's the same thing with the proportions before. Now, technically, here. Second, use law of sines. Now, can you guys handle this? Listen. Technically, it doesn't matter which one you find right now. But I would like you to go in order. Are you listening to me? When I say go in order, what angles are left to find? A and B, right? Let's find A. If B and C were the only ones left, find B first. If A and C were the only ones left, find A first. You understand? Then everyone in the class is doing the same thing. So in your notebook, you now know angle C. I want somebody to give me the proportion to find angle A. We're going to go in order. Guys, you've been doing this for a week, so you already know. Yoo-hoo, what's wrong? What's the proportion going to be using law of sines? You know C now. There's your C over C. You forgot how to do this already? Now, come on, that's a big part of this next test. Jack.
21.1 over sine of 109.9 equals 9.47 over sine A.
You all know what I mean when I say go in order? Find the one alphabetically in order. So the sine of A must equal, all right, look, this times this divided by this. You should be pretty darn good at this by now. What's the 4-digit decimal there? For that, right there. this times this divided by that. Ethan?
Negative point.
No, it's not gonna be negative. It can't be negative. The sine of 109 degrees will be a positive answer. Times this divided by this. This has to be positive.
The sine of 109.9 times 9.47
No,
divided
no.
by 21.1. Oh. Okay, 0.4220.
There you go. 0.4220. And then go inverse sine key. What do you get? Second function key or inverse sine key? What do you got?
25?
Even?
Yeah.
What was it before you said that, Quentin?
The 25.1. Maybe it was that.
Okay.
I did be.
So the 6 bumped the 9, which made it a 0.
Yeah.
So it does bump to 25.0 even. And then the only thing left is, this part's easy. What's the only thing left to do? Howard?
Add them together and subtract.
Okay, take 180, subtract this. You don't have to show me any work for that, just punch it in your calculator. What's 180 subtract 109.9 subtract 25? What do you got? Jack? 45.1 degrees. So on a test, we're looking for the 3 angles. Now, do you understand this? Everybody, do you understand how you know which one you're going to use? If C's the biggest angle, you're going to use this one, plug in. If A's the biggest angle, you're going to plug into this one. If B's the biggest angle, you're going to plug into that one. And they're all similar, as you can see. And they all came from these. Now, one more thing. Take your iPad out. All right, everyone get connected here. Let's go. Everyone get connected here. One more thing to show you, and then I'm going to give you the homework here. All right, come on, I'm still waiting on a couple of you. Tim? Bluetooth? Quentin, don't do that. Mr. Smith saw you doing that, he'd rip your head off. Just saying. I know you would. Okay. Go to page 293 first.
Sure.
293. I wonder if one of you is smart enough. Look at this. Go to page 293 in your textbook. What if this was your problem? Now, if you're looking on page 293, there's something on there that's going to answer what I'm asking you. You there? Let me see. Look at the blue box. Look at that. The little blue box there. Triangle side length restriction. In any triangle, the sum of the lengths of any two sides has to be bigger than the remaining one. You see what I just put up there? Actually, it's in your book there. If you add up side A and side B, it's not bigger than the third side. And they even tried it. You wouldn't be able to connect. You see the figure drawn there too? No triangle could be formed. Yes?
So the numerator is always going to be a negative number?
I don't know. You tell me.
Should be.
Why? Just asking.
Celsius.
What?
Find the largest angle, which is gonna be a 2.
Huh?
It's the largest angle, and the largest angle will be a 2.
Doesn't have to be. I'm throwing it back at you.
Yeah.
You threw it at me and I'm throwing it back at you. It's a good question.
I think
I'm giving you that. If it wasn't, I'd say, what the hell kind of question is that? Did you hear what Campbell said? He's saying the largest angle always has to be bigger than 90. Asking you, or anybody for that matter. Could you have a triangle, think about it, Joe, where the three angles are less than 90 degrees?
Yeah, you could.
Well, then you kind of just answered your own question, didn't you?
So, okay, it's.
No, I'm just saying. It was a good question. So actually what you said is not true all the time. Okay? You could have a triangle with three angles that are all acute, right? Now, when you do this, when you plug in, if this number is negative, you know it's going to be bigger than 90. So the point is it's not always going to be negative. It doesn't have to be. But if it's negative, it'll be bigger than 90. Okay, page 299. Go there. All right, take out a good, you're gonna get this done right now.